Alright, you should be live. Although di ko pa nakikita yung feed natin sa Facebook.
It should be there.
Ayan.
I would know because I'm... there, yes!
There it
Pwede
is.
na ako magpaka-producer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, na si Bruce. What's up, man? Hello, Dr. G. Happy WrestleMania week, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep. I hope last week nakarest kayong lahat because this weekend we're gonna be so hyped.
Yeah. Have you guys seen WWE Speed?
Yeah. That was good.
Pretty cool, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, meron tayong bago sina JP, sina Reginald. What's up, guys?
Hey,
we also got a
new
YouTube
viewers.
comment. A vlog with JAT. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey,
hello,
how's
hello.
it going? Thank you so
How's it
much.
going, brother?
Hello, Adore.
Adore.
Boo!
Shut up, Rowan.
Wow.
What's up,
That's the
Derb?
first. Yan.
Thank you,
Kompleto
Ina.
ang
Thank you
Julian.
for that. Hello,
Ina,
Julian.
hello. Julian. Nerve, what's up?
Kompleto ang Papa Bears ngayon.
Stan, is this your first live stream since your wedding, right?
Yeah.
Last week wala tayo. Oh yeah, so welcome
Awesome.
back.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome back
I
to the
appreciate
live
it.
stream, Stan.
Thank you. Yeah, ano rin, 1 month din ako nawala.
Yeah, it's a month, yeah. Bruce, to answer your question, not all the WrestleManias. I think he's referring to the showcase mode. Pili lang siya. Unlike 2K14 where you could play 1 to 29. So that's not the case for 2K24, Bruce. Natapos ko na siya actually.
Wow, daming time.
Wow. I remember playing 2K14 noon, and it's such a chore na you have to play every single match from every single WrestleMania.
Yeah, but
Nga pala, sige, go.
I was able to finish it like Saturday night kasi wala akong work. And you know, in easy mode ko na lang para na ma-unlock ko yung mga items doon because it's so fun to play with the complete roster rather than a lot of people na you can't even play until you unlock them. So
yeah.
Thank you, by the way, to our friends from 2K Sports
Yeah.
and 2K Games once again for hooking us up with review copies. Sobrang na-appreciate namin.
All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, Glendale says he's about to receive a copy of the book, Becky Lynch. Wow.
Uy, nag-order din ako. Alam mo, dinemonyo ako ni Dr. G dito sa Patreon Discord natin. Dahil sa kanya napabili din ako.
Actually,
I'm getting a signed copy.
How
Meron
much
ka?
was-
Yeah.
How much is it?
Physically. It's a few dollars. I can't remember.
May autograph na rin?
No, it's not the autographed copy. It's just a copy. It's just a...
So Glendale got the autographed copy and then I was like,
Oh,
di ako pwede
wow.
magpatalo kay Glendale. Kailangan autograph din yung akin.
I just wanted to read the thing, man. I don't really care for the autograph. Just wanted to read the thing. So.
Bruce, I got it for like $37 and then my shipping fee.
Wow.
Papunta doon sa... Ay, no. Walang shipping kasi domestic siya eh. Free shipping on that day that I ordered. So, you know.
All right.
Yeah, I got mine through a relative. Pero yun, ang shipping fee.
Teka lang. We gotta shut up now. Sorry, Chino.
Who's ready for story time?
What's going on? This is Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed.
Let me talk to you.
Hello, WWE Universe in the Philippines. This is Charlotte.
Hey
everyone, this is Jeff Cobb.
I have to finish the story.
We are pretty deadly. Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
Run!
Bang! The sniper is shooting you down. This is TMDK's Robbie Eagles.
Hey, this is the Cosmic Cactus, Paul London.
Hello, my name is Ilya Dragunov, the Star, the NXT champion, and you're listening to...
And you're listening to...
And you're listening... And you are listening...
And you're listening
to the Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
To the Wrestling Podcast. Yeah.
You are watching and listening to the longest running weekly episodic Filipino wrestling podcast. This is the Wrestling Podcast. Stan C, Chino Liao, Rowan ASH, Emil Nate all checking in for this very, very special WrestleMania week episode. It is our annual WrestleMania prediction stream. At di lang yun, it is actually our 10th anniversary week here on the pod.
Yay.
So para sa mga hindi aware, this podcast actually started in 2014. Kami ni Ro, we were the OGs who started the show, and we recorded on the evening of WrestleMania 30. So pumunta kami ng viewing party sa Google Bar, organized by OG PWR. Hindi pa kami PWR nun. And after my radio show, which ended mga 8 p.m., nag-record kami ni Ro ng pilot episode of the Wrestling Podcast. So, it was under a different name then. And, in the 10 years since, sobrang dami nang nangyari. And every year we celebrate our anniversary, kind of like how Chino and I celebrated with Rowan and Emil for the first time last year. So, we're planning something really big, pero pinapatapos lang muna namin yung WrestleMania 40 kasi ang daming ganap. And then we'll let you know because later this month, we actually have an anniversary event that we are planning. So we're so excited to share that with all of you. But, just before we get to all of the business stuff, once again, happy 10th anniversary, guys, and happy 10th anniversary to our community.
Good. 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
10 years of the pod. 8 years for me as a fan, 2 years as part of this. So it's been an incredible journey for all of us here.
Yeah, I mean, I've been listening since 2015, late 2015. And then, nakasama ko ng Wrestling Podcast kahit hindi ako part of the show. Like, pag nagko-commute ako from school, on the way to school. It's been part of my life, part of my high school life na rin. And I'm really happy na 10 years na tayo.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that, Rowan, because it really feels like the podcast is like a radio show, diba? Yung binabanggit nyo, not just you, Rowan, but even some of our listeners saying na dala-dala nila tayo sa weekly commute nila or daily commute nila, and we keep them sane through the traffic. That's something na ako as a radio listener growing up, I treated radio that way, and for our podcast to be mentioned like that is a huge, huge deal to me. Chino, I'm sure you feel the same way having gone through radio yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. Every year naman sinasabi ko kung ano yung feelings ko about the pod being a part of it. And I rather save those sentiments for when we do actually get to celebrate with everybody.
Yeah, yun. So si Adore/Ali wants to be at the 10th anniversary celebration. Ito, clue for everyone. We are all going to have a happy 420, but the legal kind. So mark your calendars, April 20th, 420. That's when we'll celebrate 10 years of the Wrestling Podcast. All right. We have a very busy show, so let's get to some of our plugs. Yung imminent na gagawin natin, of course, is our WrestleMania viewing party, which is happening on Sunday and Monday. That's going to be at Skinny Mike's BGC and Hobby Stadium. So magkasabay yun. And wala nang early bird tickets. All right. So maraming salamat to everybody who bought your tickets for the viewing parties. Masaya yung feeling na sold out namin agad, like a day earlier than we intended.
Masaya yung feeling na kumita tayo ng pera. For sure. Huwag na tayo magpaka-plastic. Masaya yung feeling na kumita ng pera.
Kaswala na pala tayo sa, yeah.
Yeah, and syempre makasama sila lahat to watch WrestleMania live, diba? But mostly the money, come on. Yeah, mostly the money.
Pero may walk-in tickets pa, guys, ha? Meron pang walk-in tickets available at 450 pesos per ticket. That's gonna be at both venues, and kahit walk-in man yan or early bird ticket, you get a free iced tea and you get a chance to win prizes courtesy of our friends from Everybody's Toys and Collectibles, Hobby Dainzy, and Hobby Stadium. So lahat yan magiging available to everybody who will be attending our viewing party. And syempre, added benefit ng patrons natin, meron silang special table all on their own. All right? So, yun yung pa-thank you namin sa mga wrestling podcast patrons. Meron din tayong table reservations for Skinny Mics. So, kinonfirm na ng management ni Sir Ruben that if you've got early bird tickets for the Skinny Mics viewing party, that's as good as a table reservation. So, we're just figuring out kung ano yung seat plan for that one. So, it's going to be the bar taking care of that. Shout out to Mr. Dwayne Manalastas, by the way.
Hey, Sir
His
Dwayne.
Toys and Collectibles. Thank you very much sa pag-sponsor ng prizes natin. All right, so we will see you there at Skinny Mike's BGC and Hobby Stadium. Remember, 6 a.m. doors open na kasi yung countdown to WrestleMania, which is the new name for the kickoff shows. They start at 5. Si CM Punk will actually be there. So if you want to watch CM Punk run his mouth, nandun yun sa countdown. And then the main show starts 7 a.m. It's a special start time. First time in WrestleMania history na 7 a.m. tayo magsisimula. All right? And for those na team bahay tulad ko, hopefully you find a way to catch it on Disney Plus or a legal way to catch it on the WWE Network. Give the Tagalog stream a try if you have access to the WWE Network. All right, let's talk about WWE on Blast TV. Ito yung paboritong plug ni Ro. But since he's not here, we will do the job for Ro because this is a responsibility he has taken on all by himself. Please go subscribe to Blast TV to catch WWE, your Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. It is live and on demand. All right. So if you want to make sure that we still get yung Raw, NXT, and SmackDown live and on demand legally without having to go to the high seas, all you have to do is to go to Blast TV, sign up for an account. If you've got Converge or Globe at home, libre yun. Pero for everyone else, it's about 169 pesos or 179 pesos a month. So, sobrang mura lang niya. And as Ro is making his happy Ro noises in our chat, everything you need to catch your weekly WWE television, nandun yun. You can also catch other movies, other shows, pinapalabas din sa Blast TV. I personally have found American Reunion from the American Pie franchise. Nandun yung Blast TV in all its uncensored glory. So, thank you, Blast TV, for that one. But yeah, huge fan of Blast TV and how they've brought the WWE to us, made it accessible to the Filipino wrestling audience. Okay. Emil, you want to talk about the patrons or you want to get to Clash at the Castle?
Yeah, diretso na tayo. Diretso na tayo sa Clash at the Castle.
All right, sige. Let's start off with this piece of news. We found out earlier this week na merong Clash at the Castle ulit for 2024 and it will be the second PLE right after WrestleMania. So after Mania weekend, we're going to have WrestleMania Backlash in France, and then in June, we're going to be in Glasgow, Scotland for Clash at the Castle. So ang Scotland and Wales, same time zone yan. And based on when we did Clash at the Castle in 2022, it started around 1 or 2 a.m. Manila time. So, expect nyo na rin na parang ganun yung magiging schedule nun. So, guys, how do you feel about this one? We'll start with Rowan.
The world is watching. I'm really happy na they're traveling all over the world and setting up pay-per-views like this. Beautiful. We have Backlash at France, diba? And then we're gonna have a second Clash at the Castle. So I'm really happy we're gonna have an international flavor.
Yeah, pansin ko, after WrestleMania, we're gonna have 3 special events or PLEs.
Bash at Berlin pa pala.
Oh, yun. So we have 3. So for 3 PLEs, we're gonna be up at the madaling araw to watch WWE, which it's fine for me kasi gising naman talaga ako na madaling araw, but for some people, they're gonna have to make the time for it. Ito lang masasabi ko, they better not screw with Drew McIntyre again this time around. Kasi the last Clash of the Castle, it was supposed to be his moment, but you all know what happened. So dito, Scotland to, so this is now his hometown talaga. So I think he's gonna have his moment here.
Oh,
He has to be
Emil,
the
you
world
sweet
champion.
summer child. What do you think? Have you never seen WWE product before? Ilang beses na sila pumunta sa hometown. Tapos
And then
natalo
they
yung
lost.
hometown hero. You sweet summer. No, they can screw with Drew all they want as long as they don't forget about Asia. Di ba? Malaki na yung chance na pumunta dito yung WWE, guys.
Oh
Think
yeah,
about it.
definitely.
Di ba? Ang laki
Are
ng
we really
market.
gonna hold out hope that it's gonna happen here? I was on the
I'm
Comsat
not
Boys
gonna say,
podcast
hindi ko naman
earlier
sinabi,
this
wait,
week.
sorry. Hindi ko sinabing Pilipinas, okay? Sinabi ko lang Asia. Right? They can have
Okay,
it in
okay, buti
Singapore.
malinaw.
They can have it in Singapore, which is
I mean,
essentially the only first world country in Southeast Asia. Diba? Why
I mean
not? Diba?
to
Promote
be
them si
fair,
Dante Chen. Then bring him to town. Diba? Make a PLE happen here. Diba? If it's happening in France and Germany and the UK, why can't it happen in our neck of the woods? Diba? So
Oh yeah.
that's what I'm holding out for.
saka di ba they already had PLE sa Australia. So malapit-lapit na lang yun, Asia na yun
Yeah,
eh.
exactly.
So,
Yo, diba?
di ba?
Hop and skip
Back in
away.
back in 2015, they had the Beast from the East.
Oh,
Yung
Japan.
Yeah,
ano,
that happened in
yeah.
Japan. Yes, yes. So, we'll see. Tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari if one day pinalad tayo na a WWE PLE will actually be held in Asia. I think dudumugin natin yan, di ba? Kind of like how yung mga Swifties nagsipunta sa Tokyo, nagsipunta sa Singapore for the Eras Tour. Sigurado naman tayo mga wrestling fans, funds and budget be willing, will make a way for that to happen. All right, it's time to get to the meat of the show, WrestleMania predictions. Pero bago yan, eto may tanong si Gerald Rapales. How to avail of tickets for the watch party this weekend? Simple lang, Gerald, magpakita ka. Punta ka sa Skinny Mike's or sa Hobby Stadium on Sunday or Monday. Pero agahan mo ha, baka mamaya kasi mapuno na yung venue, maubusan ka ng tickets. Walk-in tickets will be available at 450 pesos each. Pero again, limited slots na lang yan. So, aga-agahan na lang natin sa pagpunta sa Skinny Mike's at Hobby Stadium. Meron tayong reg table doon where you can buy your tickets. All right? Who's ready for WrestleMania? We already have the card. If you check out www.com and even yung Wikipedia, naka-reflect na doon kung anong matches ang gaganapin sa WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday. So we're gonna start with our predictions for WrestleMania Saturday. And we're gonna talk about the Women's World Championship match. Dito tayo magsisimula. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Who you guys got? We'll start with Emil.
At the beginning of this program, I was thinking that it's gonna be Becky. This is gonna be her redemption tour since she hasn't been champion or she hasn't been a world champion ever since SummerSlam of 2022. So it's been a long time. Although she did win the NXT Championship nga pala last year. But now that we're few days away from WrestleMania, actually I don't mind Ripley retaining and have her go on this Roman-like title reign. She's unbeatable. Na even the best of the best can't beat her. So saka Becky is already a legend no matter matalo man siya or manalo man siya sa WrestleMania. But a Rhea Ripley signature win here that's a big stamp of approval as she's like the biggest star now in the WWE. So you know what? I'll go with Rhea Ripley here with this one.
Interesting. Considering na they've made it personal, di ba? By involving Rue, yung daughter ni na Seth and Becky in this story.
Yep. So that's what I'm going with.
Okay, Rowan, Chino.
I'm gonna say Becky. Becky takes this because of the momentum that they've brought in and the fact that they have made it personal. Ang ganda lang din kasi ng build niya from Chamber till now. Diba? I was already convinced na si Nia Jax kayo magiging champion coming out of the Australia show. But this time around, I feel like Rhea Ripley's gonna have to drop to Becky because of her momentum, but also because they're really trying to work on that Judgment Day breakup still. Diba? Yung long-term storytelling nila doon. So I think with Rhea dropping the title to Becky at Mania, malaking factor yan moving forward for the Judgment Day. So I'm gonna say Becky.
Rowan, break the tie.
Ako naman, I partially agree with what Emil said na Rhea Ripley needs like a Roman Reigns type of title reign. Pero I think Becky needs to win this one kasi ang ganda nga ng build like Chino said here. And I agree na the momentum is with Becky and I'd rather see her win than Mommy.
All right. So, it's 2 for Becky, 1 for Rhea. People in the comments, na, naglalabasan na sino yung mga simp ni Rhea Ripley, sino yung mga maka-Becky Lynch. Keep those comments coming, right, for the predictions. Let's keep that conversation going. As we head to the next match, eto, Intercontinental Championship. It's Gunther against Sami Zayn. Eto, may question pa ako aside from who do you think will win. What do you think will Chad Gable's involvement be? Doon ako pinaka-curious because we're days away from Mania. He hasn't been added to the match, but he's clearly a central figure then in this story. Chino, what do you think?
I don't necessarily know what role Gable will play here. I don't think they're going to turn this into a triple threat. I do, however, think that Sammy does not beat Gunther because I don't think this is what leads. This is where his story leads. We've talked about this nung recording natin, that audio only that we did, wherein we all believe that si Sammy is even doubting himself, diba? And this self-doubt, it's really a good way to introduce a new heel characteristic to Sami Zayn. So I feel like this will lead into a descent into madness, a sort of one bad day for him to turn and eventually. Diba? I don't necessarily know if it'll happen on Mania, but I do know or feel that Sammy winning against Gunther benefits him. I think if anything, it just furthers his narrative of saying na wala siyang tiwala sa sarili niya, therefore he just goes crazier and crazier. So I feel like Sammy doesn't win.
Wow. All right. So Gunther. Okay. Rowan, what do you think?
No, wala si Rowan.
Ay, Emil, sorry. And
Ayun,
Rowan's back.
ayun. Yeah, Rowan.
Alright, I'm
Sige,
back.
Rowan.
Sorry, garalgal kasi naririnig ko kanina so I had to restart. Anyway, I'm going with Gunther here. As much as I want Sammy to win, uh, like an underdog that he is, I still believe Gunther would win. Even though medyo believable na Sammy is the perfect guy who can beat Gunther. So I'm going with Gunther, and I know there's someone who's a perfect guy who can beat Gunther. Probably Ilya Dragunov if he gets called up somewhere down the line.
Mm-hmm.
My first of all, I love the Rocky-esque vignette, by the way, on Raw.
Yeah, may
Since
training montage dun sa performance center, no?
and that yung monologue na ginawa ni Sabi na I'm afraid I've watched Rocky 3. That's one of my favorite films of all time. And I immediately got the connection there. But I think I've been thinking about this ever since Gable got involved. He's gonna turn heel and then join Imperium. He's gonna be the American member of Imperium.
Not bad.
So
I kind of want to see
yeah, like I don't know. Like I think Gable with the Imperium is gonna add spice to that stable. Because I always see Imperium as a 4-man faction, not really a 3-man faction. So I go with Gunther, and I just don't think Sammy's the guy to beat Gunther. I still think should be Ilya. Honestly, I'm still waiting for that call up. Because I think he was the last guy to defeat Gunther ever in a singles match. So I feel like it's appropriate na he's the one who has Gunther's number.
Interesting. Parang everybody is saying na Sammy's not the guy. Sabi ni Reginald, Sammy is not worthy. Harsh naman, lakas maka not worthy.
Itong si Adore, gustong bumalik si Sheamus para maging three-way. Ano ka, Liv Morgan Stan account? Gusto maging three-way yung world title match?
All right, let's move on since unanimous tayong lahat dito na it's Gunther title defense, no? It's gonna be crazy though if Sammy actually pulls it out on WrestleMania Saturday. Ito, the undisputed tag team championships will be on the line in a 6-pack ladder tag team match featuring the Judgment Day, DIY, the New Day, Awesome Truth, A-Town Down Under, and the New Catch Republic. And then on Monday Night Raw this past week, in-announce ni Michael Cole yung stipulations ng match na both sets of the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships will be suspended above the ring and the match will go on until both Tag Team Championships have been retrieved. So it's entirely possible na ito na yung plot device to split the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So with that being said, Rowan, who do you think will take home either both sets or the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships?
Medyo nahirapan nga ako mag-predict dito eh. Pero I do like the idea na i-split na yung Raw and SmackDown titles. I actually thought, sorry, before I predict it, I actually thought na is it possible na magkaiba yung tag team champions? Like halimbawa Austin Theory wins and then our Truth wins. Like magkakaiba yung tag partners. Is that possible? Nah. Pero
No, I
okay,
don't think so. Like what? Okay, what do you mean? What are you trying to say here?
okay, so one guy unhooks the Raw tag belt, and then the other half of the Raw tag belt will be unhooked by a guy who's not his
No,
partner.
that doesn't happen. Traditionally, kapag ladder match and then tag team championships, kung nasungkit na yung isa, edi matic parang it
Automatic.
goes to that tag team already.
All right, okay. Well, anyway, so if we're going for the Raw tag titles, I want Awesome Truth to win. And if for the SmackDown titles naman, I want New Catch Republic, NCR Taya.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for SmackDown, I feel like A-Town Down Under might take it. They are the type of team, yung alliance kasi nila with Logan Paul is the type of team that the WWE will hitch themselves to. They're young, they're charismatic. Logan Paul is a heat magnet, and not only that, he brings a lot of business with him. So if they're really serious about this partnership with Logan Paul and with this duo, feel like it's their step in the right direction. Especially since see Fury and see Grayson Waller have just been putting in the work ever since they got together. For the Raw side of things, I'm gonna say DIY just because they're a sentimental favorite. So yun yung two choices ko.
All right, so for me, for the Raw tag team titles, I also go with DIY since they you could see the effort with Triple H in trying to push these guys ever since reuniting last year, and so I'll give them the titles, and then for the SmackDown, kasi bata sila ni Triple H, so I'd go with New Catch Republic. So it's two sets of Triple H guys here, splitting the tag team titles. So I go DIY New Catch Republic.
I'm seeing people here in the comments saying that Awesome Truth might win the Raw Tag Team Championships, which I think is actually an actual possibility, just because of the good work that R-Truth has done to get himself over right after he returned, diba?
Yeah, pwede
Actually,
din. Kasi yung especially yung combination nila with Regeneration X with DIY, diba? It's very good TV. Diba? So it might also lean that way. I think if anything, now that you mentioned it, might lean more towards Awesome Truth than DIY. But like I said, DIY for me is a sentimental favorite. So I'm still sticking with DIY.
Yeah, no, I totally get you. No matter who wins this match, I wouldn't mind seeing everyone but the Judgment Day, just because they've been tag team champions for so long, diba? So this is one of those open-ended matches na, and anyone really other than the defending champions would be great, diba? Especially since it looks like they will be splitting the tag team championships at this point. Speaking of splitting and breaks, we're going to take a quick break right here so we can hear from our other podcasts right here on the Pod Network. Second half of WrestleMania Saturday predictions right after this. All right, wala si babyface producer Jasper ngayon. I'm actually the one controlling everything behind the scenes right now. So kung meron mga snafus, pasensya na. It's been a day. All right, let's move on with the rest of the WrestleMania Saturday predictions. Eto, brother versus brother. The third ever brother versus brother match in WrestleMania history. And nagkataon lang na every 15 years merong ganito. 1994, Brett versus Owen. 2009, Matt versus Jeff. And then now it is Jimmy versus Jay. So, Chino, who do you think is getting this one?
Mas iniisip ko kung sino yung pwedeng sunod na brother duo in like 50
Undertaker and Kane.
Creed Brothers in the next
Shut up,
15
Rowan.
years.
Creed Brothers in 15
Yeah,
years.
the
Why
Creed
not?
brothers.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Hopefully they're still around in 15 years. But yeah, why not? Why not? Dito, but as far as this match is concerned, I would like to say Jay wins this match. I would like to see him at least get something out of this rivalry. Feeling ko, doon naman din to papunta, even if they kind of sort of cobbled it together. A lot of people didn't like the build up, and I'm just glad that they're ending it. And I would like to see the story end on a high note, and that is with the main event Jey Uso winning. So I'm going to say Jey Uso.
I
Okay,
go with Jimmy. I go with
okay.
Jimmy just because if you've been following the brother versus brother matches in previous WrestleManias, it's always I don't want to say lesser, but it's always the less popular brother who wins. Diba? Owen won at WrestleMania 10. Matt Hardy won at WrestleMania 25. And following that trend, I go with Jimmy Uso. Also just because wala pa siyang credible win ever since splitting. So this is
Honestly,
his
Jimmy has screwed Jay out of a Grand Slam championship at this point, so you're gonna deprive Jay then of a
but
win at
no,
WrestleMania?
Jay already is having success as a singles guy anyway. He's popular. He's one of the guys on Raw who's getting loud cheers every week. But Jimmy, on the other hand, sobrang walang momentum si Jimmy Uso at this point. I explained that when this match was announced of how frustrated I am of they could have told this story a little bit better, but parang pinilit na lang at the last minute because again it's WrestleMania season. We have to get these two guys in a match. So I'll go with Jimmy just so they could give him a little bit so that they could throw him a bone here. Kasi sobrang walang credibility si Jimmy at this point for me.
Mm-hmm.
Ako
Ikaw,
naman,
Rowan.
I want Jay to break that trend na the older brother or the lesser popular brother wins. I want Jay to win. I've always been a Jay Uso stan account. Uh, I've always wanted Jay to find success as a single star. Like he competed for the U.S. title, Intercontinental title, even though he came up short. Pero this time, I want him to win and para ma-justify na yung mga pinagdaanan niya. Like not justify, like he can get through all the things that he has gone through, and a big victory would be huge for Jey Uso.
Ito sabi ni France, dapat daw may stipulation. Anong gusto mo? Like a death match like sina Swerve and Hangman?
Hair
Gusto mo
versus
meron
hair.
magmumug ng dugo?
No, oh God.
No, probably just to make it a little bit interesting, I guess. Rather than
Is it
just
not
a singles
interesting
match.
on its own? It's
That's
brother
the
versus
mistake
brother?
people have kasi of the bad build up. When you say it's not
yun.
interesting, it's supposed to be interesting because they built this shit up for 3 years. We just lost track of it, but it's been building up, diba? Kaya masaya na ako na matatapos na to because they really dropped the ball here towards the end. This is like season 7 of Game of Thrones level ball dropping here. So I'm just glad na matatapos na.
Sabi ni Bruce, I want Jay to win, but I also want them to make up after. Kind of hard,
No.
Bruce, given everything
No.
Jimmy has put Jay through.
Yeah, do you want an Uso reunion? Is that what you're looking for? I don't think it's happening.
Way too soon.
my older brother.
Way too soon for a Usos reunion. Kasi they're just building up the singles careers of both guys. So if you put them back on a tag team, masasayang yung Single
That's funny. Yeah. Sige, yan. Kung yan yung stipulation, sige.
Sabi ni Febrian, di matalo, papaluin ni Rikishi. I kind of like this too. Bad ka eh. Pag bad ka, lagot ka. Di ba? Si Joker Arroyo ba yun or
Hey,
something?
Joker Arroyo.
Yeah, rest in peace. All right, next match here on WrestleMania Saturday. It is Damage Control going up against Bianca Belair, Naomi, and the debuting Jade Cargill. So, we've talked about this nung picks of the week and weekend reactions natin. So let's get right to the match. Do we get a feel-good moment here since we're introducing the storm that is Jade Cargill? Emil, what do you think?
Yes, this is gonna be a team babyface win. Just for the fact we're getting Jade Cargill's first WrestleMania. So this is an easy pick for me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to agree, but I have a hard time believing that the women's tag team champions are going to lose at WrestleMania. Parang hindi din siyang magandang pamahiin if you think about it. Because they're champions. After all, regardless of whether or not Dakota Kai is just there to eat the pin, diba? It doesn't bode well kung champion ka at natalo ka in a tag team match. Diba? Regardless of whether or not it's a regular tag team match or a 6-woman tag team match. So, that said, I think, yes, Jade will be there to put up a showing, but I still think it's a heel victory at the end of the day. So, I'm going to say Damage Control take the win.
Yeah, Damage Control hasn't won at WrestleMania. Well, then again, they've only been to one WrestleMania prior to 40. But, if they lose, it'll be 0-2 for the faction at Mania. Rowan, what do you think?
Team Babyface. I want Jade Cargill to have her WrestleMania moment since it's her debut, her first WrestleMania. And Naomi, kakabalik niya lang din. And I want her to have a WrestleMania moment. As simple as that.
Plus, para ma-continue yung streak ni Bianca, di ba? She's undefeated at WrestleMania, di ba?
That's right. She is
Yeah.
undefeated at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, Asuka is winless at WrestleMania, as Derv points out.
Yeah. So, baby faces though for the win.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, we've got Rey versus Dominic 2 in the form of this tag team match. It is Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee taking on Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Rowan, let's start with you.
Part of me wants Legado. Wait, hindi pala Legado si Dom. Well, Team Dom will win kasi like para just to even, like he lost against Ray last year, so maybe we can give Dominic and Santos the win this time. Sayang nga lang na it's Dragon Lee's first WrestleMania.
I mean, if we're gonna say that about every match, diba? Someone has to win or lose in all of these matches.
Yeah, diba? Yung argument nyo na first ka to, so dapat manalo siya is on faulty legs here. Because it's not like they're not gonna go back to WrestleMania the year after, diba? Malay natin, diba? They make it to every WrestleMania from here on out. But it's discounting their talent,
sorry.
I feel.
Judging from the build din kasi, parang feel ko mas may advantage si Santos tsaka si Dominic. I mean, we've never seen them team up before, so who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the LWO take the L here for this match. They are really serious about building up what's it called now, La Familia.
Legado del Fantasma.
Legado del Fantasma. Because they added Electra Lopez to the mix. They made sure that si Angel and si Umberto were looking strong as a tag team. So ako kasi I feel like LWO is on its way out, even if they did add Dragon Lee to their party. So feeling ko talaga it's a Legado who win.
Ako, first of all, I can't believe natatagal lang isang taon yung LWO. I thought it was like a temporary thing for the WrestleMania match last year. And then it became a faction for a year now. But I think Dragon Lee is there to take the pin, actually. Contrary to what Rowan is saying, this is his first WrestleMania, so he should win. But I think he's there to take the pin. So I'll go with the heels here for the win.
All right. Let's see if anybody will be walking through the flame as Dragon Lee's song goes. Let's round out WrestleMania Saturday with the main event. It is Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins taking on the Bloodline. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, and The Rock, the final boss. So stipulations natin, if Cody and Seth win, then everybody from the Bloodline is banned from ringside during the WrestleMania Sunday main event. But if the Bloodline wins, it is Bloodline rules.
Heels win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heels win. Yeah.
Heels win.
Tignan,
To
I
set
don't-
up,
kasi, sorry, go ahead, guys. Sige.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
mind
go
the
ahead.
Bloodline winning kasi feeling ko mas maganda yung victory ni Cody. Okay, so Bloodline rules na pagka nanalo si Roman and Rock. Feel ko mas maganda yung victory ni Cody, like bugbog sarado siya and all. And that's a perfect way to finish a story. Like he would go through a lot during that Bloodline rules match. So I'm gonna give the heels the victory on this one.
Same thing here. I'll go with Bloodline. Bloodline with the win. Just because to set up the the heroic victory of Cody the next night. That's
Parang
the only
martir
reason.
ganun.
Yes, ako din, Bloodline win. I believe that Cody isn't booked to win back-to-back matches sa Mania. His story doesn't show that, diba? Hindi naman siya binook to be invincible, diba? Undefeatable in any sort of way. In fact, if anything, underdog siya parate. So, him losing and having to beat Roman Reigns in a bloodline match really just puts an exclamation point at the end of that story he's trying to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Yeah.
plus with this one kasi naisip ko again, I'm thinking post Mania with this dito sa match na to which Rock is involved, they'll win. And then if the next night Roman loses, that pretty much sets up, the Rock versus Roman match for a future time. So that's why an important part to get there is for the Bloodline here to win with The Rock being involved.
May tanong dito si Bruce. I thought they will dissolve the World Heavyweight Championship if Cody and Seth lose. So, they never really followed up on it after siya binanggit ni Rock nung kickoff. Dun sa yung kickoff event in Las Vegas. After that, walang follow-up eh. So, as far as we all know, it's not part of the official storytelling. Binitawan lang ni Rock yung mga salitang yun, but it's not in the official stipulation. So, that's not actually gonna affect anything. So yeah, very interesting kung yun nga, we get bloodline rules, diba? Which is really just shorthand for anything goes, no disqualifications or whatever. So yeah, that's WrestleMania Saturday. We still have WrestleMania Sunday. That's coming up on the other side on the second half of our 10th anniversary live stream. We'll take a break first, and when we come back, we'll get to WrestleMania Sunday. But first, a quick word from our other podcasts right here on the Pod Network. All right, let's get to our predictions for WrestleMania Sunday. Ang daming nagsasabi na baka magwala daw sila kapag nag-bloodline rules or kapag nanalo sina Rock and Roman. We do encourage that everyone, be passionate and react naman, 'di ba, during the viewing parties. Basta wag kayong magwawala na makakasakit kayo ng iba o magda-damage kayo ng property o alam mo yun, gagawa kayo ng gulo na makakapinsala. Yun lang. But everything else, you want to scream, you want to cry, you want to throw yourself on the floor? Sure. Go do that. Don't involve other people, di ba? Let's make you viral. Malay mo, yung video ni Rowan ma-feature naman sa WWE and not TNA this time.
Viral in a good way, guys. Viral in a good way.
Yes. Viral in a good way, di ba? Sundin pa rin natin yung Don't Try This Your House na sinasabi ng parokya ni Edgar. No? Undertaker music video. All right, WrestleMania Sunday, here we go. Let's get to our predictions, starting with Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Does Drew get his moment finally? And does Drew finally get to say, I prayed for this and it happened as it relates to holding up the World Heavyweight Championship at Mania? Chino, what say you?
Yes, I believe this is Drew McIntyre's moment to shine. I feel like him saying things like, or Seth Rollins rather, saying things like, "You're the least of my concerns, hindi kita iniisip," it's gonna bite him in the butt come WrestleMania. And Drew McIntyre has his, especially because of that promo from 2 Raws ago now, I feel like this is his moment to shine. Diba? They have reached the pinnacle of this character arc that he's currently on now. And if they really believe that this is the best Drew has ever been, it's the time to take the title off of Seth. So I feel like Drew wins here.
Mm-hmm.
Same
Yeah.
thing here. Drew wins because he's having so much momentum at this point. And you know what? A bold take here. Drew wins. Priest tries to cash in. He fails.
Ooh,
That's
all right, all right. That would only be the second cash in WrestleMania history, by the way, if Priest
yeah.
actually cashes in on WrestleMania Sunday.
Yeah. But ako naman, I want Drew to win. Same reason. I want Drew to have his WrestleMania moment na like win the world title in front of millions, or not, they're not really millions, but like in front of a crowd. He failed to do that in 36 and 37, and I think this is the right time. He's been waiting for this moment, and the moment is here. Kaya he earned the victory from Elimination Chamber. He really deserves this. Ang ganda ng build ng storyline na to.
Mm-hmm. Sabi ni Fabriandi, basta Broken Dreams ulit yung theme music niya. So, I actually got to interview Drew for the podcast, and then somebody asked him about Broken Dreams, and then sabi niya, iba pa rin yung, yung beat ng Gallantry, his current entrance theme, because people can actually march along to it, they can clap along to it, or stomp along to it, and ito, speaking as someone from the business who, takes face and heel psychology into consideration, if Drew gives you the Broken Dreams theme, all the more na i-cheer mo siya when he's supposed to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Diba? So he doesn't want that. So,
that's why he.
just something to
That's why
consider.
he. No, that's why he brought it up one time, and he was like the ultimate babyface in that match, diba? Nung Clash at the Castle 2 years ago. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got the Women's Royal Rumble match winner in Bayley taking on Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship. Ito, Damage Control contra Damage Control. Rowan, we'll start with you.
Bailey. Part of me wants Io to win actually, pero Bailey needs to win this one. She has failed numerous times to capture the women's title against Bianca back then. Pero I just want Bailey to have the Batista moment because the build of the story was heavily inspired of that Evolution breakup. I want Bailey to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
Medyo ko lang kasi no. Sige, go.
Go.
Chino, go. Okay. Medyo ko lang talaga kasi ako sa build-up nito honestly.
Bakit? Paano?
Kasi mapapansin mo sa even sa promotions itself lang, this match doesn't get promoted as the other women's title match. Si Bayley yung nanalo ng Royal Rumble Which that's kind of unfair to Bayley. So, you know what? I give this match another PLE where I think they can invest really in how they tell the story. So, you know what? I'll go with Io here to retain the title. Bayley can
Chino,
take
break
it.
the tie.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Bailey as well, simply because this does not need another PLE. As the winner of the Royal Rumble, it's funny how they didn't build this as much as Rhea versus Becky. Kasi yun, tayo na, ano ba ginawa ni Becky, diba? She just won the chamber. That was the last-ditch effort on her part, and yet she gets more of a push. Si Bailey, tinaob na nga siya ni Becky, tinaob pa siya ni Jade Cargill. Diba? So now, she's playing second fiddle in a storyline, which is essentially her own storyline. Diba? I don't know if they could have built this better, or how they could have built this better. Pero ang sa akin lang is if Bailey is going to play second fiddle in her own storyline, kung subplot na lang siya in the main arc that she started, then I would much rather see her walk away with something from that. So I say finish the story. If they're gonna break up Damage Control, break them up, diba? And make Bailey walk away with the title.
Ito, split decision din pala yung comments ng mga listeners natin. We've got a couple like sina Glendale and France asking for the return of the Bailey buddies. I don't think that'll happen anymore just because the Bailey character has grown up.
Yep.
Diba? Like when she turned heel and became the role model and then later on the leader of Damage Control, parang sobrang adult na nung character niya compared to the Bailey who had the Bailey buddies and just wanted to give hugs and stuff.
Yep,
right?
that's true.
Ito, people have been saying na si Bailey has wanted to come out to WrestleMania to a Paramore song. So, sina Derv, sina Glendale, Julian, they're calling their shot kung anong magiging Paramore song. Ito, guys, if you know your Paramore, which Paramore track would you like Bailey to use for her WrestleMania 40 entrance, assuming na they actually get to work on this?
Misery Business for me. Like that's the best Paramore song for me. So that's yun yung gusto ko.
Si Rowan, Ain't It Fun? Ain't It Fun is such a downer of a song though. Hindi siya pang entrance. Hindi siya yung tipong gusto mong mag-sprack o magwala. Come on, Rowan. Ikaw, Chino.
Yeah, I don't know my Paramore well enough to say. Ano ba? Mr. Brightside? No, Paramore song ba yun?
No.
Dance. Ano ba? Sugar We're Going Down?
Admin, pagkakik nga si Chino.
We gotta educate. I don't listen to Paramore. I mean,
we gotta educate Chino about punk, emo punk.
I'm an old man. I'm fine where I am. You know, it's not
Chino has bigger things to deal with, like avoiding gout.
Yeah. Just, God, Paramore is not a priority in my life.
All right. Moving on. Home security is probably the priority of one AJ Styles, especially after that home invasion from LA Knight. They're going head to head against each other at WrestleMania Sunday. Emil, will start with you.
Someone actually when we were predicting Jay versus Jimmy, someone pointed out that dapat may stipulation yon. I think this is the match that needs a stipulation. Because if you have been watching this story, medyo dapat may parang no holds barred element. Kasi someone is invading someone's home, kasi isa bumawi, pumunta din sa bahay nung kalaban niya. So, yeah! They should have, parang dapat may I feel like a singles match won't be enough for this match. So, parang yung naalala ko bigla yung Triple H, Randy Orton, that match should have been like a no DQ, but instead they just wrestled as a normal wrestling match, which I feel like yun din yung kahantungan nito, which does not satisfy the story for me. But nonetheless, I go with LA Knight here for the win. Because he's the AJ at this point, he's at the position where he is still a star, but he's there to put over new stars, and LA Knight is a rising star in WWE, so nararapat lang LA Knight should get this win.
Sinasabi nga ni David Shoemaker from The Ringer that AJ Styles, or having a match with AJ, is kind of like this generation's version of having a match with HBK at Mania. What do you guys think about that one?
Possible, because AJ Styles has found himself in that showstopper role, diba? Wherein when you get an AJ Styles match, it's actually special now because he's built that tenure in the WWE for quite some time. So that said, I feel like they're going to screw LA Knight again. I really think that's what's going to happen here, and this isn't the end of the Styles Knight feud. So I'm going to say AJ Styles.
All right, Rowan.
To break the tie, I'm going for LA Knight. Yeah. There we go. All right.
Yun yan.
Yun lang.
Wala, gusto ko sabihin yung
Pero I agree with Emil's point na parang, tama nga eh. Parang AJ Styles is established na rin. he doesn't need to to have this glory na siya lagi nananalo, that have WrestleMania moments. He's the type of guy nga na putting over talents na lang siya. And tamang-tama kasi LA Knight is a guy who is a rising star. So I'm going for LA Knight here.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll get through the final 3 matches of WrestleMania Sunday. And meron pa tayong pag-giveaway because it is our 10th anniversary live stream on the Wrestling podcast. We have 2 more tickets to our WrestleMania viewing party. Your choice of venue. So yan, papamigay natin yan right after we go to break. But first, let's hear from our other podcasts right here on the Pod Network. All right, let's get to our next match right here for WrestleMania Sunday. It's the triple threat match for the United States Championship. I actually like this poster. Sobrang angas na itsura ni Logan Paul dito. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Rowan, what do you think is going to happen here?
Dad's gonna win. I want KO to win. Parang hindi kasi na follow up yung storyline na Kevin Owens title match at Royal Rumble. Like he got screwed there, and then parang dumiretso na agad tayo sa Elimination Chamber. Tapos Randy Orton got inserted. So I want Kevin Owens to have his moment. I want him to win the United States title para, justice.
Okay.
I
ikaw,
go.
Chino. Oh, sorry, Emil. Go. Emil, go.
But when was the last time Logan Paul lost? Like,
what do you mean?
I'm trying to remember. Like lost a
At
match.
WrestleMania or a match?
No, ever. Like
Chamber?
ever. Like no, yung sa kanyang
Like a
career.
singles.
He lost Roman Reigns nung Crown Jewel.
That was last
right.
year pa, no? 2 years, 2 years ago. So I think Logan retains
Lost
here.
to Seth last year at WrestleMania.
Oh, natalo ba siya kay Seth? Okay, so
Yeah.
you know what? I'll go Logan Paul here to win. I kasi they're trying to establish him as a full-time WWE roster member, and he's still holding the US title, and it's for the clout din eh. Like you see Logan Paul on his everything that he does, dala-dala niya yung US title. So I think WWE wants to continue that. So I go with Logan here for the win.
Yeah, I am also begrudgingly going with Logan Paul here.
Ang hirap no? Have Logan Paul lose with his logo on
yes, exactly.
Exactly.
That's the exact reason why I'm going to say Logan Paul, because they put the Prime logo in the middle of the ring, which we have to watch for 6 fucking hours, 2 days straight now. So now that they have the Prime logo in the middle of the ring, wala nang atrasan yan. They're hitching their wagon to Logan Paul. Also why I said that A-Town Down Under might win, because seryoso sila with their Logan Paul investment. Triple H really believes in what Logan is selling. And kahit ayaw natin, wala tayong choice kasi hindi tayo McMahon. So I'm gonna say Logan Paul retains.
Oh, si Chino lang yung Chino lang yung salty about having the Prime logo there in the center of the ring. For the record, I actually am all for it because that's money that will trickle down to people like us.
To people like
Pero
you.
natatawa ako.
Yes.
Pero natatawa ako sa, like, I can imagine, like, Logan Paul losing. Tapos, he's just laying down at the Prime logo. Like, wala lang. I just find that visual funny.
That's actually a good visual too. Like, even if he does lose, magandang tignan yon as a visual statement. I mean, it still promotes Prime, diba? There's no such thing as bad publicity and all that, so...
Yeah, Julian, do you know why Rowan's not bitter sa sponsorship? Because he doesn't have Prime in the middle of the ring money.
Yeah, ganito sa pera. Fuck that.
wala rin siyang progressive match flow money. So, wala kang
Yeah.
masasabi, Rowan. All right,
Yeah. Have
we're
you seen
down to the
Kevin
last.
Owens fight?
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
Move
bro.
on.
No.
Sorry.
What were you saying?
Have you seen Kevin Owens fight that progressive lady? I think
No.
that happened. Okay.
I
Si
don't think I'd
Flo?
want to. Oh, si Flo.
Yeah.
Rowan, dami mong
Can
ebos
we
eh.
please move on?
Yes.
Let's move on. Let's move
Yes,
on.
we
Let's
will.
Let's move on.
Why did we bring
Shut
this
up,
guy
Rowan.
back again?
Shut up, Rowan.
Okay,
Oh my
next.
God.
We've got a 6-man match between the Pride and the Final Testament. So, it's the WrestleMania debuts for AOP and Karrion Kross. Meanwhile, see Bobby Lashley gets back to Mania after not being part of it last year, and the Street Profits, they're following up on their win in the WrestleMania Showcase from 39. So, Emil, let's start with you.
You know what? Every time I see a segment between them, lagi nabubugbog sila Bobby Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't seen a segment that they actually went out on top. So you know what? I'm gonna give Lashley and Street Profits here to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Lashley and company benefit from a victory here. Kasi unang-una wala pa silang pangalan. Like, it's dumb.
Meron na nga, it's the Pride.
The
Is that their name now? Okay, sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay,
It's
the
actually
Pride.
on .com.
Okay. So I'm still gonna say Last Testament, Final Testament.
Final
please.
Testament.
Final Testament. Ang haba ang pucha. But I'm gonna say Final Testament because I just want to see this feud end. But more importantly, I just want them to take Karrion Kross seriously. The man is a beast. He was super dominant in NXT, and now he's just being treated like a chump ever since he did the Rumble. So sana kung seryoso sila with this investment that they put into Karrion Kross and bringing back the AOP from Future Endeavorment, I feel like this is the time to do that. Because if you just give the victory to Lashley and friends, parang hindi naman din sila masyadong magbe-benefit doon given that they are already made superstars in this day and age. With the new guys like Karrion Kross and the AOP and by extension Scarlett and si Paul Ellering na yun, kahit for Hall of Famer na siya, they benefit so much from a WrestleMania victory and become credible threats to anybody down the road.
Mm-hmm. Oh, ikaw, Rowan.
Yeah. Chino just said my point actually. I want the Final Testament to win kasi nga parang it will legitimize them. And it's gonna be their redemption na rin. Kasi like yun na nga, maganda yung run ni Karrion Kross over on NXT as well as the AOP. Pero pagdating nila ng main roster, parang they look like losers. They look so bad. Pangit ng booking nila. And I think they should go all out for the Final Testament on this one. And besides, I don't think the Pride needs to win on this one.
All right. Say what's up to babyface producer Jasper, who's joining us in the chat right here.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Yun. So he is with the rest of our friends from the Pod Network. They've actually got an event tonight, kaya ako ang dumo-double duty as producer tonight. All right, here we go. It's time to talk about the main event.
I have to finish the story.
Ang daming questions with this one, like does Cody finally get to finish the story? But more importantly, these are my personal questions. One, does Cody Rhodes get to enter like a boxer, kind of like what he did in AEW, where meron siyang rest back, like the Nightmare family comes out, diba? Sina DDP. Well, you can't have Arn Anderson or Dustin Rhodes there, but I'm sure they can cobble together a who's who of legends or people related to the Rhodes family, diba? Does Cody have that moment? Do we get like an Avengers-style comeback na lahat ng mga sinagasaan ng bloodline over the years na good guy pa rin, lalabas sila para resbakan si Cody, like Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn? Do we get a moment like that?
Okay,
What do you guys think? And then, of course, your winner pick for the main event.
Okay, the second part na sinabi mo, Stan, that's too generous na lahat ng mga natalo ni Roman dadating na. Pero I do like the idea. Actually, I came up with that idea na rin. Like, I told this to Emil after the Royal Rumble party, viewing party, na I want to see Cody enter like how he entered at All In. Diba, nandun sila DDP, sila Pharaoh, Arn Anderson, and the rest of his friends and family.
Brandy.
Brandy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yun na nga, I want Cody to win this one. We need to finish the story, man. Emil, sisisihin kita. You keep posting that Roman retains meme. Come on, man. You gotta stop that. Huwag mong batiin, man.
Ako, kahit sinong kasama niya, basta nandun si Mama Rhodes. Yun lang
Oh!
importante. Pag wala si
yeah.
Mama Rhodes, walang kwenta yan lang. Kahit sama mo pa si Brandy, basta nandun si Mama Rhodes. Nananahimik sa Florida ngayon. Nandinamay ni The Rock. Kailangan kahit dun sa day 1 lang, dun sa day 1 match lang, versus Roman and The Rock, Mama Rhodes. Ringside, okay na ako. I don't necessarily know if the Avengers thing that you guys are pitching might happen. Like Rowan, I'm agreeing with Rowan here and saying na medyo dehado naman yun pag ganun yung nangyari. It takes away from Cody's win. Kasi ibig sabihin nanalo siya with an asterisk dahil dumating yung mga sinabi nila. Yes, nandun din yung bloodline, diba? Hence the bloodline rules stipulation. But at the same time, it's on Cody. The onus is on Cody to prove that he is capable of finishing this story and that he's capable of doing that on his own. That's why I feel like if Cody Rhodes does win here, and he's going to be my pick, if Cody Rhodes, when he wins, when he finally finishes his story, diba, it will be very, very worth it. It'll be high drama at its finest. So I say Cody Rhodes wins.
Wait, Emil, before you give your predictions, is it possible that we do finish the story and it just so happens that it is a sad ending for Cody and his 2-year odyssey? Because that's still an ending. You still finish the story. You just don't come out on top.
Eh di kung gano'n, di dapat tapos na yung story last year, di ba? Last year.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if last year was Infinity War, this is the end game. And it has to end with the Cody win. And but I feel like ito, sabihin ko na nga, I've seen a lot of people online saying, "Oh, lalabas si Stone Cold, lalabas si John Cena."
Oh my God!
I feel like you're setting yourselves up to be disappointed. Like, wag naman kayo mag-expect ng ganun. Like, I'm sure.
So basically, they're being wrestling fans, fantasy booking their own Mania moments, right?
Okay,
the
only reason they wanted that is because nakita nila sa production truck yun. Yung pictures ni John Cena and Stone Cold. Like, why? We don't need that. Jeez.
Pero I will agree there should be a moment where parang sa endgame nalalabas yung may mga atraso kay Roman to help
yung mga
Cody.
binangga nila, yeah.
Mga binangga like Jey Uso, Seth, probably LA Knight, even like Jay Styles maybe. So basta wag lang mag-expect. Although I will pop it if it happens. Like if we hear that glass breaking sound, I will pop. But set natin expectations natin. And I will be I know I've been joking about it. I've been posting memes about it, but I will be legit heartbroken if Cody didn't win at WrestleMania. Like I would be crushed. And
bakit, Emil? Tell us why.
Because they've been telling this story for 2 years now. And if they don't capitalize on it, sobrang sayang ng investment ng mga tao to Cody Rhodes. Like, si Cody Rhodes yung masisira if he doesn't get to finish his story. Kasi magbumuka talagang siyang champ na for 2 years, hindi mo matalo-talo si Roman Reigns. So, it's gonna be a disappointing ending if he didn't succeed here. So, I will be legit heartbroken. And legit, this might affect my being a WWE fan if he doesn't win at WrestleMania.
Wow.
So,
that's a big claim.
Yep. I'm not joking. That's real. I want Cody to finish. I want Cody to win.
Mm-hmm. You and many other people naglalabasan lahat ng mga tinatawag ni Rock na Cody crybabies. Ito, one last. Sinasabi ni France, Damian Priest with the heist of the century. What do you think?
No, come on.
Actually, mas dito ko nakikita si Priest eh.
Yeah.
Like,
iniisip ko rin yun.
Yeah, because he's a heel, you guys. He's a heel. All right, so he has to cash in against the face, and I think if Cody does win, he cashes in. But I also think that Damian Priest might fail at this cash in. Signs are saying that might fail. This will just be an extra added thing. Na oh no, nag-cash in si Damian Priest, but nobody's gonna take away the moment from Cody Rhodes. Certainly not Damian Priest, who they never teased is capable of doing such a thing. Mali natin, mali na ko, di ba? And I can always be wrong, right? But I feel like the odds are saying that si Cody Rhodes, despite a Damian Priest cash in, still walks away the new UU champion.
No,
Yeah.
no, please, no.
Oh, actually,
God, no.
kasi okay, if we have Priest cash in, and even if he loses, parang it, parang nakalimutan na natin yung nangyari na Cody versus Bloodline. Like it overshadows everything. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's just right na it ends with just Cody winning. That's it.
If
Priest
anything,
can
they
do
can
that.
just
Sige,
tease.
go.
They can just tease a Cody versus Judgment Day after, di ba? Cody's on
Mhm.
Yeah,
top, so
pwede.
now madami nang dumadating for him, di ba? So they can just do that after. There's no need to rush Damian Priest, but he has like a month left before the next Money in the Bank,
Hindi
di
naman
ba?
1 month, tatlo pa.
So
July pang
ano,
Money in the
3
Bank.
months pa, di ba? So
Saka-
madami pang oras for Damian Priest.
So in the past 3 WrestleManias, it always the heel, si Roman, who comes out on top at the end of WrestleMania. So saka there's a time, di ba? WrestleMania 10 was Brett, WrestleMania 20 was redacted, at WrestleMania 30 was Brian. So this is I feel like every 10 years there should be a celebration at the end of WrestleMania. And if kung magkakaroon ng cash in, it will just disappoint everybody. So
Yeah.
Kasi
Cody,
pala nagkaroon ng cash in kasi sinabi ni Triple H, hindi, gusto ko mapikon si Emil after WrestleMania. Gusto kong galitin si Emil Nate.
Emil Nate from Naga.
Oh, si Emil Nate
Specify
from
niya talaga.
Naga.
Hindi, specify niya talaga kung saan Emil.
Oh. Pipikunin natin yung
Nagtagalog talaga
yung nagpapakalbo. Yung maitim na miyembro ng podcast sa Pilipinas. Galitin natin siya.
Nagtagalog talaga si Triple H, eh, no?
Oo.
Tagalog siya. That's a statement there.
Alright, last na. Mga suntok sa buwan na hinihiling ng wrestling fans. MJF! Do you think magpapakita si MJF at WrestleMania?
no. No.
No, but it would be big if
no.
it's big if true.
I actually think it's gonna be someone else appearing. Di ba, the Motor City Machine Guns
Hardcore Holly.
have been free agents since a few days ago. So I think, I don't know, maybe they'll be involved in the 6-man ladder match. Maybe they'll replace one of the teams there. Kasi may rumors din na lumabas na hindi pa daw 100% sure na Austin and Waller is gonna be at the ladder match. So probably that. But MJF, no. I think by the end of his run last year, he was na-sign na siya ni TK na extension, and he's just taking a break here. So I don't think mas possible din Julia as well. Mas possible pa yon kesa kay MJF.
I don't know about the
gun.
I don't know about the Guns kasi they have an ongoing storyline now sa TNA. The medyo big deal. They're teasing a breakup with the Guns. So for them to win a tag team championship, only for them to go back to TNA and then suddenly break up, it's a little iffy in terms of masasagasaan yung booking of TNA, essentially. If anything, if they show up, masaya ako kasi they get their due finally, but I doubt it'll happen.
Ako naman, sorry. Yung sa ladder match naman, like, so if Will said na the rumors said it's the Motor City Machine Guns. Ako narinig ko from from Chris Van Vliet's podcast when he was interviewing Matt Hardy. It could be Matt Hardy and Jeff returning. Pero
again,
kasi like
WrestleMania 33.
Matt's contract hasn't Matt hasn't signed his contract yet. So baka daw
Jeff is still
Hardys.
contracted though. Jeff is still
yun nga lang yun din yung point eh. Like Jeff is still under AEW contract, so baka malabo.
Yeah.
All right.
The musical performance
prediction
ko
by the way.
Hey, Happy Daisy.
Teka lang. What's up, Hobby Dainzy? Thank you so much for the congratulatory message and for sponsoring another prize at another viewing party. O sige, Emil, last na. O, yung live
to.
performances. Sige.
I want Lil Uzi Vert to go out since it's Philly.
Didn't
Or
hindi, di ba
They already have Meek Mill, bro, and Lil
Yeah,
Wayne.
yes. Yeah,
ganun ba?
Weezy, that's right. Di ba, no, Lil Wayne did a
Lil
thing.
Wayne is gonna
Na-announce
be
niya,
there?
he's doing a new
Oh
tap.
wow,
So,
okay, all right.
di ba?
Di ba may split si, Jay Uso at si Lil Wayne? So that's happening.
Exactly.
Okay.
There we
Alright.
go.
That's
Yeah,
good.
so
That's gonna be cool.
That being
That's gonna
said,
be cool.
I do want Uzi in there because I think of all those guys, Uzi is probably the biggest fan, diba? Not counting
diba?
Wale, obviously.
It's Philly, so you gotta have Lil Uzi in there. Buff that.
Yeah, I think France is onto something here. I think it's actually
yeah,
possible to have
that's it.
Downstate there and perform Kingdom, diba? And then
Featuring
live talaga
Snoop
yung
Dogg.
ano.
Holy moly, it's the big.
Yan. Yan ang nababagay sa'yo.
You've only been a producer one day. And you're already abusing it. Jesus Christ.
Bring him back.
Daming alam ni Rowan eh.
Sipahin na din si Emil. Ang dami niya alam din eh. Sipahin mo sila pareho. And let's wrap this up.
There.
I'm back. I will never be silenced. Baba booey, baba booey.
Okay.
Fucking, this is longer than it has any right to be.
Yeah, let's draw yung names now. Meron tayong prizes. We're keeping this long enough. We've got 2 one-day passes given away by our El Anonimo Patron. Maraming salamat sa aming mga Anonimo Patron na nagpapamigay ng mga prizes like these viewing party tickets. So we're looking for 2 winners and we asked you a very simple question on our Facebook page, and that is who won the very first brother versus brother match at WrestleMania. All of you got it right kasi obviously it is Owen Hart. So eto na, we're ready to spin the wheel at dahil na-kick out si Rowan, Emil, ikaw ang kumanta. Ikaw ang mag-play ng music at our 2 winners.
Alright.
Ayusin mo, Emil. Kick ka din niya.
Alright, who is it? It's
Ayan, si Joshua Ventura.
Alright,
Teka, delete Emil.
congrats, man.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Ayan.
So we have a winner. It is Joshua Ventura. Congrats. We're looking for another one. Emil, pakilista to. So we got Joshua Ventura.
Alright.
That's one. We will look for another one. Itong raffle natin, markado ng mga DTI representatives. Ayun, si Sean Christopher Agnes.
Oy, Sean! Congrats,
Alright,
man.
congratulations.
Yan.
Congratulations sa ating mga winners, sina Joshua Ventura and Sean Christopher Agnes. Congratulations to all of you. We will see you at our WrestleMania viewing party. You can actually choose kung anong venue nyo gustong umattend, whether it's at Skinny Mike's or at Hobby Stadium. So congrats to everyone and thank you to everyone who joined our contests. Ayan, may applause ka na rin, Rowan. Okay, time for us to wind down, wrap up, and get out of here. Thank you very much to everybody who celebrated our 10th anniversary with us, for being part of the Wrestling podcast community for the last 10 years. We really appreciate you. And please, stay tuned to our social media. It is at Wrestling2XPod on TikTok and on Twitter, at Wrestling Podcast on Facebook and on Instagram and on Spotify, kasi mag-a-announce kami right after WrestleMania 40 kung paano tayo magse-celebrate ng 420, kasi sa April 20 talaga tayo magte-10th anniversary event. All right? Time to get to some plugs. Rowan, what do you have going on aside from bothering us?
I have made a severe and continuous lapse of my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. All right, now I'm gonna plug our Patreon. So subscribe to our Patreon so that mabasa nyo yung freebie reviews namin. All of 4/5 of us are like doing the reviews right now. So basahin nyo yan. We're working hard on that. I might actually write something about WWE Speed now. So let's see.
All right.
Ayun lang.
Emil, what do you
Sa
have
akin
going
naman,
on?
yeah, just follow the pod on every social media platform. And for the peeps in Naga, I think Caffeinate will have its own viewing party as well. Just watch out for the details on their Facebook page. I think I talked to Kuya Miko of Comedy Oragon. I think they're gonna organize something there. So di pa na ina-announce, but just watch out. I think they're gonna have some sort of viewing party as well there. So if you're far away from here, if you're in Naga or you're in Bicol, you can join in there. You know, you can have your own fun there at WrestleMania for this weekend. Yeah.
Chino.
Right on. Myself, the Class Clown Podcast. Kung ito magto-turn ng 10 years old or has already turned 10 years old, my podcast is turning 4. And so we're going strong in our 4th year, 4th season. This Friday, brand new episode featuring comedian and leather worker, leather teacher, Mr. Migo Morales from Soulflower Co. Joins me, and he talks about how he quit his corporate job to teach people how to make wallets. Literal na yan yung sinabi niya. So please tune in every Friday on Spotify. Also, check out my YouTube where I upload all my comedy videos and try to make the most out of this Osmo Pocket 3 na hindi pa ba yan. So it's youtube.com/Chino Supersized. Also, because my podcast is turning 4 years old, I've decided to put a lot of the people that I've had on this season as part of a lineup. Wicked Dogs BGC. Sa May pa naman to, May 4. Matagal pa. But if you guys want to take ticket now, they are up on comedymanila.ph.
All right. As for me naman, I'm on PBA coverage now that the wedding is done, and all the hullabaloo has also gone along with it. I'm calling I believe it's Ginebra versus San Miguel. That is happening tomorrow night. Second game ng Friday doubleheader. I'll be calling it alongside Coach Ryan Gregorio on the Smart Sports live stream. So if you have the Smart Sports app, you can actually watch live PBA games over there. And yung MWF naman, we have our first tapings of the year. It is MWF Kasaysayan happening at the UP Film Center, April 14. That's a Sunday. 4:30 p.m. It's a co-promoted event alongside Kyushu Pro Wrestling. Ito po yung company or promotion ni Tajiri, and he's bringing an entire lineup of Kyushu Pro wrestlers. So, of course, I'll be leading my stable, Oro Plata Mata. JDL will be defending his MWF Pinoy Wrestling Championship for the first time. It will be against Danger Rex Lawin. So, kita-kita tayo doon sa UP Film Center for MWF Kasaysayan. Yes, Ador, ang dami mong pupuntahang ganap. So magkita-kita tayo sa lahat ng mga wrestling-related ganap natin. Thank you so much for joining us for our 10th anniversary stream, our annual WrestleMania predictions episode. Thank you very much to Babyface producer Jasper and everyone over at the Pod Network for all of the work that they do behind the scenes. Thank you, everyone, for making the Wrestling podcast a part of your weekly wrestling diet. Don't forget to follow us individually. It is at Chino Supersized, at EML_Meister, at Monday Night Rowan, at Roas War, and at _Stan C. On behalf of Ro Moran, who's not here, and my other co-hosts, Chino Liao, Emil Nate, and Rowan ASH, my name is Stan C, saying thank you very much for 10 years of the Wrestling podcast, for selling out our WrestleMania 40 viewing party. We really appreciate you all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and don't be a dick. Wrestling podcast out. Later, Outcasts. And hello,
Peace.
Babyface producer Nikai.
Hello,
Peace.
Nikai.
We out. Bye-bye.
Peace.